What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Yeliz, and
Your boy Brian.
which I'm very excited to have today. Thank you so much for joining my video, Brian. I mean, I know it's not an interview or anything, but you guys get to actually see how this man's brain works.
Yeah, I have a few ideas about some things that we're going to be talking about, so figured why not share them.
Well, what are we going to talk about today, B?
Today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Summer Game Fest and kind of some of the
June 8th. Sorry.
June 8th, yes, and we're going to be talking about some of the predictions that we have based off of like the sponsorships and the studios that's going to be arriving. We kind of have an idea of what everyone is working on in the pipeline, but we figured why not make it public, share our thoughts, and also kind of give an opportunity for everybody to, join in on a conversation. Like, what do you think is going to be happening? What do you think about our thoughts?
What do you want? What do you want to happen?
Like, we know that you have Summer Game Fest coming up. We also know that there is going to be a PlayStation showcase at some point in time.
And an Xbox One around the same time. Actually, after. So some of the games that we have on our list, well, I made a list just because my brain. But, it's like, should we put this game in because it's PlayStation exclusive, or wait for the potential announcement at the actual PlayStation showcase?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if we mention it, we mention it, but, there's a possibility that it might not even be at the showcase, at the Summer Game Fest.
Like, Summer Game Fest has over 40 sponsors, or about 40 sponsors. We're not going to be going over every single studio and what they make. We're just going to be going over what we want and, like, some of your heavy hitters. Like, we're not going to be talking about Razer. We're not going to be talking about, Phoenix Labs. We are going to be talking about, like, Activision, Bandai Namco. What could Capcom be bringing to the table, even though that they have Tokyo Game Show coming up, which we know there's going to be a very specific game announced at Tokyo Game Show. But what are they going to be doing now?
Can you just let everyone know what it is?
Nope, they'll have to stay tuned for that Tokyo Game Show prediction.
He's good, guys. He's good. But anyway, moving on to our predictions and I guess our hopes for Summer Game Fest 2023 on June 8th. I'm going to I'll have Brian start off with the first one. What do you think will be, like a announcement that is potentially going to be shown at Summer Game Fest?
Okay, so this is going off of 2 years ago, Summer Game Fest. That's when the first official trailer for Elden Ring got announced or got shown. Which was actually pretty impressive, but we already know that we have Shadow of the Erdtree coming out for the DLC for Elden Ring.
So you reckon we'll get some gameplay?
I do think the only thing we have right now is just a screenshot, which will pop up right now. That's all we have. But
it's a really cool artwork. This one picture says so much, though.
Yeah. Well, I do think that we are going to get some more information about Shadow of the Erdtree, and we should get a gameplay trailer right here at Summer Game Fest. At least I believe that, anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Another game that is looking very likely to be a part of the Summer Game Fest, obviously having Warner Brothers being there, your Mortal Kombat 12/1 gameplay reveal, or even just a proper cinematic trailer, which is going to be more than enough for me. And obviously that's just stating the obvious. We all know Mortal Kombat 12's coming with all the teasers and stuff. Brian, what are you trying to say?
That's a caveat. Like, I mean, for all we know, the trailer could come out. Like, we're recording this on May the 14th, so a little bit less than a month before Summer Game Fest.
Right.
But we all know how Ed Boon works. So for all we know, the trailer could drop today. Or it could drop on the Summer Game Fest.
But
That's a caveat, yeah.
Still a possibility, still a potential, and I feel like amongst all the other big heavy hitters, then Mortal Kombat will be nice amongst the big boys. You know what I'm saying? Not that they're not big, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I definitely understand.
It's about celebrating games, and I feel like it's a really cool place to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Warner Brothers is going to be there, so I would expect...
Okay, if they had NetherRealm, that would have been such a dead giveaway. So,
yeah, but, like I said, I mean, I have my own little thoughts about, Mortal Kombat 12. Like, Ed Boon has been on a little tweet... a little bit of tweet fiasco, and like the one that kind of gets me, the one that sticks out, we'll insert the tweet here if we can, but he says, for the record, I never announced that our next game is going to be Mortal Kombat 12 or something like that, but like I kind of call BS on that one because he didn't announce it, but his bosses on the Warner Brothers board did. So we know the next game that NetherRealm Studios comes out with is going to be Mortal Kombat 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Another prediction of mine. I know I'm skipping you, but this is my life and this is my everything. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but Amazon Games has now acquired Tomb Raider. And I feel like we are very long overdue for a new Tomb Raider game. At least I know I am. I need Lara back in my life, and I have a very strong feeling and, hopes that a new Tomb Raider game will be announced at Summer Game Fest.
Well, I mean, I think that we'll get something announced because, I mean, you have Square Enix is going to be there, and you have Amazon Games are going to be there, and the collaborative effort is you're going to see either something from Tomb Raider, whether it be a game, whether it be a new movie directed or produced by Amazon, or a new TV show, especially between, like I said, between Square Enix and Amazon and what they're going to be working on, because obviously Tomb Raider has been a franchise that's been around for I don't know how long. I mean, it's one of the older franchises the PlayStation 1 launched with a Tomb Raider game. So you're looking at an IP that's over 20 years old, 25 years old. So obviously Tomb Raider isn't going anywhere. It's been remade. It's been remade and reimagined multiple times, and I can see them doing the same thing. But I think that we will have something coming out with that. And speaking of, Square Enix and kind of going with that whole thing, and especially with we have Disney that's going to be there as well. We know that there is a Kingdom Hearts 4 coming. We already have not a live action trailer, but a cinematic trailer for it. Mm-hmm. But I would expect something
gameplay,
some type of gameplay, or some type of
another
news,
trailer,
or something like that. I think we are going to get something from Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, but it's been a while, but we're definitely doing for some Kingdom Hearts 4 news. Which should be exciting because I know Kingdom Hearts has an amazing fan base and they're really passionate about their game, and it's kind of a really cool mashup universe. So I definitely think that there's definitely room for that, and they should have something. Even if I'd be excited for it.
I mean, sure. I like Kingdom Hearts. I don't love Kingdom Hearts, so I'm happy for Kingdom Hearts fans. But I do want to see what's happening in the Kingdom Hearts universe. But it's not something that I'm eager for. But I have another prediction potentially that will be shown, even though it's not on the sponsored list. I'm just going by the relationship between Jeff Keighley and Joseph Fares, who is the head of Hazelight Games, who made A Way Out and the Game of the Year It Takes Two.
I'm telling you this, okay. There are passionate people, there are crazy people, and there is me. Look, the Oscars should...
I remember seeing a tweet of him saying working or something like that. So obviously he is working on something new, and I'm extremely excited to see what he's cooking behind the scenes. Plus, I really love Joseph Fares as a person. I think he's very entertaining. He's really cool, and he's fun. He's a lot of fun.
He definitely made a fan out of me.
When I first reacted initially to It Takes Two, I was so excited, and I had him like, Brian, oh my god, you have no idea how cool this game is going to be. He gave me the side eye. He's like, what the hell is this game? This is not something that I would even play. He never really understood why this game could be so special. Did I make you play A Way Out? Yes, we played A Way Out before that, so you understood what this man's brain, how it worked. And then It Takes Two. Probably one of your favorite games now, which is impressive.
Definitely one of my favorite games, and definitely if you guys want to check out some gameplay of us playing It Takes Two, we'll have a link in the description on the bottom.
We do have that.
It was a phenomenal game. It's a game it's one of those situations where it makes such an impact, and what Joseph Fares does with his level, his passion for cooperative and gaming together, what he does and how he incorporates that into his games, he does it in a way where he just wins you over, and that it doesn't matter what he makes coming up, you're going to play it because it's going to be amazing. I mean, he has the games that he's come out with are the best cooperative games that you can play. And that's just you can't even argue that, if I'm honest.
I love him. I'm excited to see him. And I feel like if he doesn't show up at Summer Game Fest, he's 100% going to be at the Game Awards, which...
Oh, I mean, his thing is the Game Award, but we're just hoping because we know he has a relationship with. I
mean,
Jeff
everyone
Keighley.
has a relationship with Jeff. I know. He's like the middleman of the game shows.
But yet again, if these are our predictions, these are our predictions of what's happening. Like I said, we encourage, we will encourage people to let us know what you think about some of these. Leave a comment. I like to discuss. Like, I'll definitely be in the comments and trying to, talking about, what we think is going to happen. But yeah, moving on. CD Projekt Red is coming out, and they're going to be one of the sponsors there. And we know that CD Projekt Red.
It's not actually a prediction with Cyberpunk because they've actually.
Yes,
they are going to be.
We already know that. We already know that. Cyberpunk is going to have a massive DLC called Phantom Liberty. We already have a trailer for it, and it got the trailer launched I think late last year, right around the same time as Cyberpunk Edge Runners. When Cyberpunk Edge Runners came out, they released a trailer for Phantom Liberty.
Yep.
And we know that CD Projekt Red has had an uphill battle with Cyberpunk, but as one of the critics who played the game when it first came out, hated it, didn't touch it until they came out with update after update after update, and then I played it. And I'm still one of those firm believers that, if Cyberpunk would have released last year, it would have been a legit contender for Game of the Year when it was ready.
I agree.
Yeah, so I have no problem. I want them to take their time. I want them to make sure that this is done right. And because I really do think that, with this DLC coming out, it just expands on the Cyberpunk universe. And I still think that there is some hype going forward, especially with, release of Edge Runners last year, which was a fantastic anime.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to add on to, yes, they've already confirmed that Phantom Liberty is going to be a part of the show. And I also feel like, at least I hope to see more from the Witcher 1 remake. I know that they kind of shelved the Witcher 4 for the moment, and they want to kind of go back, which makes sense because I've personally never played the first one, and I have my first Witcher was Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and I love that. So I'm really excited for the fact that I get to explore the universe of the first Witcher, and how he became a Witcher, how he is, how is Geralt, who is Geralt, and how he became what he is today, because I've not read the books, I'm too lazy for that. But yeah, so I'm hoping to see at least a little bit more info, or hey look guys, we have a trailer for you, and it's coming soon. We'll see. I guess they're not really going to do two big things at the same time, but fingers crossed. If not at the Sony PlayStation Showcase, will be The Last of Us multiplayer gameplay reveal, or more information on that.
I have to respectfully disagree with that. Meaning that there's no way Last of Us is Sony's. You can argue that Last of Us is Sony's biggest IP. Naughty Dog is their biggest studio.
Yeah, but Spider-Man right now is where it's at. Spider-Man is right now what they're focusing on.
True, but
so
just they
can only fit so much in one PlayStation Showcase, darling.
Actually, I think that the PlayStation Showcase, they can do whatever they want, and we know for a fact that Sony has two first-person. They released two first-person, not first-person, but kind of first-party, single-player action games, and we know that Spider-Man's coming out. And we know that, yet again, I think anything Last of Us or Naughty Dog or even from Guerrilla or any one of those major for Sony PlayStation Studios is going to be at the PlayStation Showcase. We know that Naughty Dog is... No. We know that they're making a Last of Us multiplayer game. We've talked about it. We've seen little developer diaries. We're going to see it at the...
We're going to see it at the Summer Game Fest. I know your team PlayStation Showcase, but they're always really short. They can only fit so much. Rumors are going around that there's going to be a Bloodborne remake. I feel like they're going to capitalize more on that. And they need to, if they're going to present themselves at the Summer Game Fest, they have to come up with something big. Last of Us is massive not only because of PlayStation, because of the TV series now. So I feel like it's more appropriate at Summer Game Fest than it is at a PlayStation exclusive show.
Well, this is where we differ. So what I want.
We're gonna see.
No, what do you got? Like I say, yet again, I want to. What do you guys think? Do you think that with the Last of Us, multiplayer game coming out, do you think it's going to be revealed at the PlayStation Showcase? Or do you think it's going to be revealed at the Summer Game Fest?
No, they're going to focus on Spider-Man at the PlayStation Showcase.
Leave your comment below what you think, and we can come back and circle to this, and then I can have my I was right moment.
Okay.
Yep.
So, I think you can talk about the next one, potential.
Oh, so what we're going to have, which is, I want to say it's through Bandai Namco. They're going to be there, which Bandai Namco has a lot. I mean, they're an amazing publisher, and they kind of go towards pretty much anything. So you're looking at stuff like, technically, I think anything from Elden Ring is going to be probably in that little Bandai Namco section. But kind of going from there, we also got news on a Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi 4, which for your OGs is one of the best fighting games ever made. Dragon Ball Z Budokai is just, their franchise is just phenomenal, and it takes me back from everything. There are a lot of Dragon Ball Z games out right now, from, you know, we have Dragon Ball Z Fighters to Fighter Z to Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, and they keep adding on, but Budokai has always been the kings of Dragon Ball Z fighting games, and I'm super excited to hear from that, and maybe we might even have a trailer, at least like an extended trailer for, you know, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4.
And all that kind of stuff too.
Yes.
And guys, I know we can talk about this stuff for a long time, but obviously being on YouTube, you don't want to really drag that out. So I'm going to close off my prediction with Netflix presenting themselves at the show. There's been talks about a Horizon Horizon TV series and a God of War TV series. And again, I'm still like, where's that Tomb Raider animated TV show? I feel like Netflix being a part of the sponsor, like it's one of the sponsors of Summer Game Fest.
And Amazon.
And Amazon, well, there you go. Yeah. I feel like we're going to see a little bit more of at least a new announcement for a gaming-related TV series. It's too soon for Last of Us Season 2, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Way too soon. So, obviously, I feel like that's another potential for Summer Game Fest.
Last of Us Season 2 will be something like next year, because remember, Last of Us came out.
And the multiplayer, they're gonna... But yeah, I think that's pretty good for the moment. I mean, you know, there are a lot more that we can talk about, but obviously we're just trying to cut it short and see, you know, what you guys think and how you feel about, you know, our predictions or our, you know, hopes for the Summer Game Fest. But you guys, it has been awesome. Having Brian.
But also too, guys, if you kind of do like this new format, if you want to see me on videos more, make sure, you know, just like I said, let us know in the comments. Make sure if you guys want to stay. Brian. No, honestly, if you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to stay tuned to what we're up to and also what's coming up, and, you know, obviously we're going to be covering a lot of the major game news. Make sure you know, like the video, comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay, you know, right on top of what we're up to and what we're doing and all the videos that's going to be coming out. Plus, we know we got some absolute bangers coming out over the next month with everything. You know, even including, we might even chuck on and do, you know, a couple movie reviews of what we think about, you know, some major movies coming out in June as well. So yeah, definitely keeping track with us.
Thank you so much for watching, you guys. It has been fun nerding out with the amazing Brian. And yes, we will see you in our next video. Let us know what you think about having Brian on the Just Yeliz channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. We will see you next time.